you up. I'm Jerry, and I'm going to be your host today. And today we're going to talk about how I get all of this on the little KTM, which is back there. I'm not going to turn the camera around right now, but I get asked a lot of times how we get everything onto the bike. So today I'm going to kind of show you how I pack stuff, and maybe you can give me some tips, or maybe you'll learn something. But I'll show you what we're taking here. We're going to the So Live So Ride Moto Ranch down in Ozark, down in that area, Ozone, Arkansas, to watch the eclipse. It's supposed to be a totality down there. So we're gonna go do that, and I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of crazies out. But we're all camping at his moto ranch. They're bringing in food. It's gonna be a good old time. So that's what I'm preparing for. So I'm gonna take some of this stuff and put it down here just till I need it. Well, so the first thing is, I guess I will take this one first. So I'm only going to go until Tuesday, so actually Monday, so I'm only taking a couple things of clothes. So got to have your Moto Adrenaline t-shirt. I've got a couple pairs of wool socks, a couple pairs of underwear, a pair of shorts, some night pants, and 3 t-shirts, and I'll take a pair of jeans. So that's all I'm going to take with me there. And they will all go in this bag, which will mount on the KTM. I'll just stuff everything down into here, and that will be the base layer. And then I'll put on top of that, I'll put the all my GoPro stuff. I have a pretty good little case that'll fit right on top of there, so I'll put my GoPro stuff in there. So to start off with, just put everything down here in the bottom. And again, it's pretty simple to do. And I'll show you on the KTM what it looks like when we're done. But take all this, pack it down in here, and we still have some space for some other stuff, and I'll show you what we're going to put in there. So one of the things that I'm going to put this down here for now. So these go into the side bags on the KTM, and what I'm going to put in one of these is I have my insulated sleeping pad. Folks, if you're going to camp on a motorcycle, if you're going to camp anywhere, don't do it without a sleeping pad. They're easy to carry, and it'll be well worth your comfort. Then I've got the Teton sleeping pillow, which I'll put in here. These things don't hold a lot, especially bigger items like that. But for this trip, I don't need all that extra space, so we're going to put this in there. And these will tuck down into the bags, and I'll show you that when we get to that position. This one we're going to use a little later, so I'm going to pull that off to the side. Now we're going to load the big Rhino bag. This is a new bag that I got. I had a Southwest Motec bag that I used for almost 10 years. It finally bit the dust, so I went and purchased this. I think these were like, man, maybe 40 bucks. I'll put the link down below for that, but it's been a pretty good little bag so far. So I have the Gunnison Kelty tent. So this is a 3-man tent. I'm a big guy. I don't like to squeeze into a little tent. So this 3-man tent allows me to have plenty of room. Plus it's got a little awning, kind of a cover. So if it's raining, I can put stuff underneath the cover. So some of my riding boots and that sort of thing, so things don't have to get all messed up when we're out riding. I know, folks, you guys are gonna laugh, but I am taking my little buddy heater with me. So that goes in here. And I probably don't need this. It's supposed to be in the 40s to 50s, but if I can get it in here and I can take it, I guess I'm gonna take it with me. Sleeping bag, taking a 40-degree sleeping bag. That'll easily fit in here. And that looks like all I need to get into here. You know what, I'll put my towel in here, just because I have some extra room. And I think that's going to be all I'm going to put in here. So, like I said, get all that in there. So what's really nice about this is I'll be able to get to camp, and basically I just take this off the bike, and this is everything I need to set up camp. So my tent's in there, my stakes, everything's in here that I need to set up camp, except for my sleeping pad, which is in the other bag there. And I could probably get my sleeping pad in here, but again, there's no need to. I don't have to squeeze that much in here. So we'll go ahead and close this up. One of the nice things about these bags is you get the airtight seal. Guess I should get the air out of it first. And then we'll just close that up. And then I'll lock it up here. It's got a really nice system to put onto the bike. And I'll show that to you when we're all done. So let me close this up. And there's all my camping stuff. So doing a couple longer trips this year. So I'm actually going to Expo West, but I'm going to be in the motorcycle area. So that's all my tent stuff right there. I'm going to put that down here for now. The other stuff I carry with me, so trusty bungee cord. They're great to have. They're the bungee net, so everything goes on there. These go onto the KTM on the crash bars. So basically it's a KTM toolkit, which is just everything you need KTM sports for this bike. It just fits right on in there, and I just carry it up front. Easy place to carry it, and I don't have to worry about it, and it's easy to get to if I do need it. Not going to do a valve job with it, but it's pretty good to do what you need to do. In this one here, I've got more KTM tools, and I've got a tire plugging kit, some JB weld, just anything I might need if there is an issue on the trail. And I got everything in here. And again, just kind of keep zip ties, that sort of thing. So I just keep those in there. They mount right onto the crash bars, and I use these just to make sure they stay on. My handy dandy Tusk chair. This is a great deal, folks. I think they're like 30 bucks. It'll even hold my big butt. And so these things are nice to put on the bike. I always take a beanie with me at night just because it's cold. If it's cold, I take a couple power supplies, which I'll take with me. And I can charge that up on the bike if I need to. I take 2 pairs of gloves. I'll take summer gloves and winter gloves. I'll take my Camelback that I put water in. And then, of course, just riding gear. So that's everything I'm going to put onto the bike. And I'll kind of show you here in a little bit what's going on. All right? So 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody, we're back. One of the things I forgot, I don't know how I could have forgot that, is the handy dandy jet boil. So this is the best way to cook at camp, guys. It all fits into this little package. This little Southwest Moto bag has been perfect for this, so I keep that in here. And I keep my extra container in there. And I keep my spork in there. And I keep a couple towels in there, just so I have a cleanup. And then that's my cooking. And so that's going to go in one of the other bags here, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. And I think what I'm going to put in here is maybe some of the food, because I think I've got everything else okay. So just put that in this bag here. And then I'm bringing along a little bit of food. I got a couple dehydrated meals. I got breakfast skillet for breakfast, chicken fried rice, and I got to buy some more of these. Peak is the way to go. Those things are amazing. So I'll throw those in here. And actually, folks, if you haven't eaten these kind of meals in a while, you'd be very surprised. They're not bad at all. And for a short trip, easily done and don't taste bad at all. I'm gonna throw some oatmeal in there, and then I bought some other snacks. So gotta have coffee, right? So I'm gonna take instant coffee, some Sweet and Low. I'm gonna take some protein bars and a couple things of tuna. I've never tried these flavored tuna things, so we'll see how they are. This one's cracked pepper, and this one's sun-dried tomatoes, and then we got a couple things of crackers that I'm going to put in there. So all that's going to go in here. So before I do all that, I think I'll stuff that in there before I try to get all this in there. So these bags, they're pretty tight when you get stuff in there. But since we're not carrying a lot of stuff, shouldn't be too bad. When I went to the MABDR, these things were stuffed to the brim. But not too bad right now. I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to take these out because I don't want to smash them too bad. And might as well, that's what happens when you have to unload and unload everything. Might as well do it twice, right? So put that in there, and we're going to squish this down into here. I'm a trained professional, folks, so don't try that at home. All this stuff laying around here. So I'm going to push this down. There we go. You got to get them through that little notch first. And then that just pushes down in there, and you'll see it fills up down here pretty easily. Now we can stuff everything else in here. I don't know how much more we're going to get in here. Well, I'll get my crackers in there, I think. Easy peasy. And then the nice thing about these is they are waterproof, so you just roll them up. And if we get a little bit of rain, then you just roll these down and then just latch them down. These little, whoever came up with these bag systems, they did a very, very good job. That goes there. I promise there's one down here, or maybe I plugged it in the wrong thing. I did. Tighten those down. That's that side. So basically Jetboil and most of my food in there. This is my sleeping pad and my pillow. That's going to be a little easier to compact in there because it's a little more flexible. Let's see, it takes up the bag. Let me just roll this up. Again, folks, it's just take your time when you're doing this sort of thing. Don't get in a rush. Don't get frustrated. It'll all work out. I know Jamie's laughing at me when I say don't get frustrated because I am not one of the most patient individuals on the planet. But when it comes to this sort of thing, I'm pretty calm for the most part. And there we go. So all that's in there, tidy. Now there are 2 more bags on the bottom here. So you can put fuel in there, or you can do what I'm going to do, and I'm not taking fuel with me, so I'll just put little things in there, so it's no big deal. All right, so now we grab the big bag. This bag just mounts right here, and it's got its own little mounting system as well. The big dog rack that I have on the back of this thing works great. Gives me plenty of room to put stuff. And then I will take these. So we'll just do that just to make sure we have double the thing, and it's really not going anywhere. And then we'll get plenty, there we go. Yep, so now we've got that on there. And what's your granddad say? That ain't going anywhere. So we got that squared away. I'll tuck all that stuff in because there's little tabs back here so it doesn't float around. So again, all my camping stuff's there, so when you get to camp, you undo 2 things, take it right off, and it comes right off. So my clothes are the last thing to go. I'm not gonna be able to close this all the way up because I've got to put more things in there, but that's gonna go like that. That's gonna go right there, and it'll fold down, so I'll be sitting right here, and it'll fold down to let me do all that. Get it all strapped together, and then we'll come back and finish this video up, okay? So if you have a motorcycle with a skid plate, you want to get one of those lifts from Harbor Freight. Very inexpensive, work really great, and I don't know what I'd do without it. So, got all the bags on here. It only took me like 3 minutes. I'm just kidding. Probably took me another 25 minutes to get everything on here the way I wanted it. But everything's on here, chair. All I got to do in here is put my shaving kit and my GoPro stuff, and we'll lock this up and it's all ready to go. Everything else is set up. So folks, I hope that this video helped you out and gave you the inspiration to get out and go camping. Hang out with me this weekend. I'll be at the So Live So Ride Moto Ranch, but we're going to be doing some filming all weekend long. So again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Go subscribe to the channel. We're over 1,000 subscribers, so thank you. It's free. Just subscribe for us and pass this along to your friends. We do motorcycle content, both street and off-road, and we do off-road content with our Jeep. So we got a little bit of everything going on here, folks. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.